I'm watching the Papamu podcast and listening to Kiki talk about how the Papamu was used by the chiefs to orchestrate battle plans and how the principles of Kōnane applied to the battles. It's all more Kōnane balone, of course, but I think I'm seeing something now that I didn't see before. There really is a window into Hawaiian culture here, past and present. Kōnane is not the window. The Papamu podcast itself is the window. In particular, it demonstrates the traditional practice of storytelling. It's an ancient art of mixing a tiny amount of fact with a huge amount of fiction and passing it all off as fact. But I don't think it's intended as rigorous scholarship. It's just fanciful, interesting stories crafted by the more creative and articulate among them to entertain everyone. And I think all of these guys are intelligent. Just being all consumed in an abstract game, that's a clue. I don't doubt the intelligence of any of these guys. Not John, not Kiki, not Kapina. Kimo I'm not so sure about. But I don't want to pass judgment. I'm sure they're all way more intelligent than me. Sometimes I'm accused of being intelligent, but there are gaps. In ancient Hawaii, certainly there was science. Master navigators could find tiny islands across vast oceans. And there was certainly medical science and other scientific pursuits. But I don't think there was a premium on empirical verifiability, and there still isn't. These Kōnane stories are intended to celebrate Kōnane and entertain. And you really do have something worth celebrating in Kōnane. An ancient, traditional, unique, abstract game, not one of countless checkers variants. English checkers, Turkish checkers, Polish checkers. Kōnane is fundamentally different and, in my opinion, superior. As an inventor of simple, unique, abstract game mechanisms, I totally appreciate Kōnane. So maybe I've been a little harsh in my criticism. If telling stories about Kōnane floats your boat, I don't think it's really doing too much harm. But I am still stuck on a couple of things. I created games for the Papamu as a tribute to Kōnane, the Papamu, and the Hawaiian culture, especially Narrows. This is one of my crowning achievements. In a sense, it was only a few seconds of effort, but in another sense, this was preceded by a lot more seconds of not coming up with anything. And this was preceded by my 34-year game design journey leading up to this point. I really think you could reciprocate by allowing me a genuine Hawaiian Papamu made by a native Hawaiian with the traditional materials instead of the entire state of Hawaii slamming the door in my face. And kapina, you gotta put some pants on. Someone start a GoFundMe for kapina. They could be glorious pants, adorned with shark teeth and every traditional flourish, but they gotta cover the butt.